Standing at the gate. Trusting God in the gap between today and tomorrow, there is a sacred place every believer encounters on the journey of faith. Scripture calls it the gate, Strong's H8179, the word sha'ah. It is more than a doorway. It is the threshold where your present meets your future, where decisions shape destiny, and where God often confronts fear and invites trust. The gate is the place between today and tomorrow, the quiet space where you are asked to believe God even when you cannot yet see his provision. The widow of Zarephath stands as a powerful example of this truth. When Elijah met her in 1 Kings 17 verse 10, she was standing at the gate of her city, but in a deeper sense, she was standing at the gate of her life. She was gathering a few sticks to prepare what she believed would be her final meal. She explained that she had only a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil in a jug, and after preparing this last portion for herself and her son, she expected they would die, as shown in 1 Kings 17 verse 12. She was living in famine both outwardly and inwardly, reaching the end of her own strength. Yet God sent Elijah to meet her at the gate. This is often the pattern in Scripture. God introduces an Elijah, a divine messenger, at the moment when your own resources have run out. Elijah carried a word that required courage and trust. He told her not to fear and instructed her to make a small cake for him first, as we see in 1 Kings 17 verse 13. It was a difficult instruction, almost unthinkable for a woman with so little left. Trust, however, is not shaped in seasons of comfort. Trust is born at the bottom of the jar. Elijah gave her God's promise in 1 Kings 17 verse 14 that the flour would not be spent and the oil would not run dry until rain returned. She had to act on the promise before she saw the provision. Her trust, her batak, connected to Strong's H982, became visible through her obedience. Trust is not an emotion. Trust is obedience in the face of uncertainty. Trust moves even when circumstances stay the same. And the miracle came exactly as God declared. In 1 Kings 17 verse 16, the jar of flour was not spent, and the jug of oil did not fail.